Hello, and welcome to Let's Play Project Zomboid, video number 5. We're here at the beginning of Day 7 of Special Agent Mulder's zombie survival. Got a lot of stuff done yesterday. We looted all of the perishable food out of the Gigamart. Now we have a ton of perishable food that we need to get eaten. Luckily, my character has a hearty appetite. Just ate some pineapple for breakfast. Let's keep on eating on this ice cream here. Okay, so I've finally eaten enough ice cream and other high-calorie stuff to get an upward chevron on my weight. So now I'm 78 kilos, and I have a single up chevron, which means I'm slowly gaining. And since we're in the beginning part of the game here, that is where we want to be. We want to be getting kind of fattened up in the first month or so of the game. So today I want to focus on getting as much gas for my car as I possibly can. So yesterday when we were at the school, we found one car in the parking lot that had a full gas tank. So I'm going to go to that car and siphon all the gas out of it and put it in my car. Sometimes if your start is next to a gas station, you can just go to the gas station before all the power shuts off and fill up all your gas cans at the gas station. But I am not aware... wow, words. I am not aware of there being a gas station close to where I am in Riverside. I think it's on the other side of town. So I'm carefully driving up to the school. Unfortunately, I did attract some zombos, so we're going to have to deal with that. Yeah, it was this white car here that had all the gas in it. Alright, so I got my gas can here. Be super careful about zombos. I think they might have not seen me go around the side of the building. So I'm going to siphon one gas can load out of the white car. Oh, there's a Z. Two of them, actually. Yeah, come get some. Oh, wow. Ooh, wow. That was, that's what we call missing the swing. Sometimes if you miss your swing, they can get just a bit too close to you, and that's when you need to, like, sort of sprint away. Going to add the gasoline to the black car. Looking around for zombos. Let's siphon more out of the white car. check the black car and see how much gas is actually in it now. Alright, so the black car is mostly full. Just going to siphon one more load here. I think the white car has a bigger gas tank, even though they look like the same type of car. Yeah, the white car still has 19 units of gas in it. So I'll have to remember that if I want more gas, I can come back to this white car and get more. Alright, so I should have now completely filled up the black car with gas. While I'm here, I might as well finish exploring this parking lot. There are 4 biters over there in front of the school. I'm going to try to not attract them. Yep. That was not successful. Looks like at least 2 of them are coming to say hello. This white pickup here has a bunch of stuff in the bed that might be useful. And there's also something very special on the ground here. Yeah, so this on the ground here is an extremely lucky find. It's a sledgehammer. So the sledgehammer is one of the rarest and possibly one of the more useful tools in the game. You can use the sledgehammer to break down walls and break down heavily barred or barricaded doors. It's the only tool in the game that lets you break down a wall or a barricaded door like that. Some people go their entire playthrough without ever finding a sledgehammer, but I found one on day 7. So that is what I like to call lucky. I'm going to go ahead and search on the ground for keys to this truck. Up inside, no keys in the ignition. Does the truck have gas? Gonna go ahead and guess not. Nope, no gas in the truck, and it's in terrible condition. Let's check in the bed one more time. Is there anything in here? Oh, there's a duffel bag. So the duffel bag functions similar to the Spiffo book bag, but it has more capacity and more encumbrance reduction. So I am going to switch from my Spiffo bag to the duffel bag. So to do that, I just grab the duffel bag and equip it on my back. Let me get to a safer area before I start to mess with this. So I'm going to take my Spiffo bag and place it on the ground. And looking at the duffel bag, it has an 18 capacity instead of the 15 that the Spiffo bag did. And the duffel bag has a 65% encumbrance reduction. So it has better stats, at least a little bit better stats than the Spiffo bag. So I'm going to take all the items that were in the Spiffo bag and put them in the duffel bag. These menus can be a little weird sometimes. The sledgehammer I'm just going to put in the trunk of the car because I don't want to carry that around with me because it weighs like 6. I've also now got the empty Spiffo bag, which I can grab and place in the car. Put some other junk back here too, like the empty bucket that I found. Alright, cool. So now we've fully explored the school and the parking lots. Why don't we do a few houses? I see another car over here. Maybe it's a car that I can find a key to. Still that horde of like 10 in front of the school. Gotta watch out for that. Okay, there's a little house here with 2 zombos. 2 oblivious zombos. Come on. You don't want to be undead that bad. Okay. Let's check out this very beat up looking car here. Oh, there's zombos inside that house too. Oh. Got someone who wants to come outside and play. Kind of funny. Sometimes you find zombies with like items stuck in them, as if somebody tried to kill the zombie with a knife or whatever, and it won, and it just is now walking around with a knife stuck in it. This particular zombie has a fork stuck in his back. So some poor would-be survivor had to try to fight that zombie with a fork, and it didn't go well for them. I'm gonna smash the passenger window here. No key in the ignition. Glove box doesn't have anything particularly good in it. Oh, an empty gas can. I'm gonna keep on collecting gas cans until I have like at least 12, maybe more. Because they are just so darn useful. Okay. There's a CD called Cries of the Damned. Sounds like a thrash metal album or something. Let's not forget that we're trying to level our carpentry and get planks by disassembling beds. now that I've got a decent container with this duffel bag, or a decent bag with this duffel bag, I can carry around at least a couple of planks on these loot runs. Where the heck is that coming from? There's a zombie in the closet, I think. Yeah, he's still alive on the ground. Some fishing tackle in the closet. Good Cooking Magazine, Volume 1. I don't think I have that one yet, so I'm going to grab that. Oh, cool. I found the key to the crappy car outside. So I might as well take that. The more keys you have for cars, the better. Particularly in the early game. So, unless the car is just completely wrecked, I'm gonna collect the keys to it and have it as a working vehicle. Doing some food looting in the kitchen here. Fresh jalapeno and fresh milk in the fridge. And in the freezer we got some ham and frozen chicken. I have so much frozen food at this point that I'm going to start being selective about what frozen food I take with me. And frozen chicken kind of sucks. However, frozen ham is high in calories. So I'm going to be taking that ham, but not the chicken. See, it's the next house over. 4 biters in the backyard. Four is like the limit of what I feel comfortable fighting all at one time. Exactly the same animation jumping over that fence. So there's a trick in this game where when a zombie jumps a fence, there's like a small window of like half a second or something where it's vulnerable and you can one-hit kill it when it's on the ground. Some people like to use that trick. I tend to avoid that because sometimes the zombie will lunge at you instead, and it can knock you down. And when you have like 10 zombies nearby and you get knocked down, you might not get up again. Sometimes the zombies will keep you down and you won't get up again. Alright, so now there's like 10 of them chasing me. I think I'm going to calmly walk away from the situation and go to this house across the street. The zombies are kind of dumb. They won't really follow you for very far. If they can see you and you're making a lot of noise, there's even more in this yard. This area has quite a lot, if we're being honest. See, this house over here looks kind of weird. This house has actually been burned at some point during the zombie apocalypse. Alright, I'm going to try to lose all these zombos. Yeah, there's still a lot of them. This is the house that has the white car that I found the key to. Now you might be wondering, what exactly do you do if you find a car out on your adventure and you've already driven your main car out there? Like, how do you get both cars home? Well, there's a way to do that, which I'm going to try to demonstrate now. So I'm in the black car, so we can see the... there's too many zombies. There's too many zombies to mess with this right now. Anyway, what I was alluding to is the fact that you can attach the car that you're not driving to the back of the car that you are driving. You know, like as if it had a tow hitch. And I could attach that white car to the back of the black car that I'm driving and just tow it back to base. And you don't even need any special gear. Like, you can just attach any car to any other car without tools or anything. Kind of weird. I would have expected there to be like a tow hitch that the car would need to have to do that, but oh well. But there's too many zombies around near that yard to mess with it. I don't know exactly what I'm doing now. I'm just kind of driving around. Let's see where we are on the map. That's Louisville. Okay. So we've just gone around the big block where the school is. I think I'm going to get out here and do a little exploring maybe, and head back to base. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything good in this house here after I kill the two in the street. Just leveled up long blunt. So now my use of long weapons, long blunt weapons like crowbars and baseball bats is better than before. Let's have a look at our skills real quick. So now short blunt and long blunt have been leveled to level 1. So in this yard we've got a black 2-door car. It looks like it's in decent condition. That's just a stone, that's not the car key. I swear sometimes you can find the car key just laying on the pavement next to the car. That's why I always check. This one has no gas, of course. It's probably going to be locked. Nope, not locked. Glove box, we've got bandages, matches, no key in the ignition, and a single garbage bag in the trunk. This yard is like unusually overgrown. The now zombified owners of this yard didn't take good care of it. Well, there's another one coming from that other way. Sometimes I like to do the stomp just for fun. Window open on the first try. We got a bed. Let's disassemble it. Got a plank. lose track of marking the map. So next to the school, I looted that house and I found a car with a car key right next to it, so I'm going to mark that with a little wrench. Let's go ahead and carefully continue looting this house. Let's not forget that there can always be zombos poking around in these houses. Looks like there's a dead one here with surrounded by alcohol, red wine and white wine. Well, if you're not going to drink it, then I might later. Tiny bedroom with a single-size bed. Single beds are not worth messing with, in my opinion. Should be a utility closet here, yep. Utility closet with nothing on the shelves. And we're here in the kitchen. What we got? Canned vegetable soup, that sucks. Bouillon, crackers, salt, pepper, and a fresh taco shell. And my duffel bag is at capacity. For some weird reason in this game, taco shells go bad. They can become stale and then rotten. And you would think that like it would take a really long time for a taco shell to get to the point where it's quote-unquote rotten. But the taco shells actually spoil really quickly in this game. And I'm kind of surprised that I even found a fresh one at all. I forgot that you can craft a taco with whatever random food. So if I right click on the taco shell, I can create a taco from stuff that I have in my inventory. And you can't do it with every food item. There's like a list of valid inputs for the taco, but I can make a tomato taco. So I just crafted a tomato taco. It looks like I used maybe half of the tomato to do that with. And it looks like I can make a double tomato taco. Yep, sure can. That consumed the entire tomato. And I'm gonna throw that jalapeno in there too, might as well. So now I've crafted a double tomato taco with jalapeno, and it removes a lot more hunger than just eating the component ingredients, I think. It also removes a little bit of boredom and a little bit of unhappiness. So, down the hatch. Cool. I need to drop off some stuff because I'm now starting to get over encumbered. It's 8:50 in the evening, so I'm going to probably wrap this up here fairly soon. Put my 2 planks in the trunk of the car here. I don't know why I have a rake. I don't remember picking that rake up, but it's gonna get dumped on the ground. And food type stuff, I'm just gonna put all in one of the seats of the car here. You don't want to put it in the passenger seat, the front passenger seat, because if there's any item in the passenger seat, you actually can't get into the car on the passenger side. Like a single book of matches sitting on the seat would completely stop you from getting in the seat, getting in the passenger side. And when there's Zeds poking around, you kind of want to keep your options open for jumping in your car. So unless you're very confident that you're not going to need to jump in the passenger side, it's best to just keep that front passenger seat completely empty. Although that being said, if you're pretty sure that you're not going to need the front passenger seat, you can load that up too. Since I'm in uncharted, zombie-filled territory right now, I'm going to err on the side of caution. Ooh, I found a generator. So here we have our very first generator that we found. Let's right-click on it. Generator info. So the generator has no fuel, and it's at 100% condition. I'm pretty sure that generators always spawn at full condition. I don't think I've ever found one that's not at full condition. Before we can use the generator... Oh god. Ooh, wow. Thank goodness for that jump scare sound, because if it weren't for that, you might not notice your impending zombing. What was I saying? So generators. To actually use a generator, obviously you need gas for it. You also need to read a particular skill magazine called How to Use Generators. And actually finding the generator magazine, it's just blind luck, RNG. You just have to loot. You just gotta loot every bookcase and every mailbox until you find the generator mag. And until you do, that generator is completely useless. Inside of this house now, I just found a peach in the fridge. Go ahead and search the closet. Nothing useful really. Bathroom. Ooh, a razor. I am gonna... Oh, great. I've been spotted. I am gonna take that razor because I want to keep Agent Mulder clean-shaven. Later on, we might have him grow a apocalypse chic beard, but for now, I'd like him to be clean-shaven. So when we get back to base, we'll get Agent Mulder a nice shave. Another double bed. Let's disassemble. I should be leveling up carpentry fairly soon. Here's a zombie thumping around and breaking a window. Kind of surprised that I haven't found any guns yet. They're just random spawns, but typically you will find more guns. At least by day 7. I haven't found any except that one shotgun that was completely busted. Alright, so let's take care of this Zed here. Oh, that's actually a good item. That Zed had a hand fork. So the hand fork is one of the tools that you use to garden with. In order to plant crops in the first place, you have to like till up the soil a little bit with a tool. There's different tools that you can use, but the hand fork is one of the more common ones. So now I have a hand fork that I can use to get some crops going. Yeah, so in the freezer of the kitchen here, we got some mixed vegetables. I'm going to start leaving behind the less useful frozen stuff, like mixed vegetables. I'm going to be prioritizing things like ice cream and the meats that have high calories. And then in this cabinet here, we've got some pretty good loot. Cereal, chips, chocolate, crackers, dry beans, 2 bags, and some marinara sauce. Let's go ahead and grab all that stuff. We'll not forget to mark the map. Since I found a generator in this little shed here, I'm going to use the lightning bolt symbol and mark it on the map. So now I know that Jenny's going to be in there. Once I find the generator mag, I can come back for it. I'm gonna actually avoid turning on the headlights because I can see pretty well with the street lights still on, and headlights will attract zombos. Okay, so I just need to turn left. Yeah, and now I'm at the street behind my house. And the school is up here on the left. Kind of making too much noise with my car, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, back to base. I would like to nail up the 2 windows next to my bedroom. So I'm going to take the 2 planks that I found. Going to quickly just double check, triple check that there's not Zeds around. It is dark, but I'm able to tell that there aren't any nearby. Oh, I don't have enough nails. I'm gonna have to go back and open up one of those boxes of nails. Where did I have that box of nails? Oh, it's already in my inventory. So you can't just reach into the box of nails to grab one. You have to right-click and open the box of nails, and then it transforms the box of nails into 100 nails in your inventory. So let's get this window barricaded. I just want to grab this zombie corpse and move him out of the side yard so it's not right next to my windows. I imagine that would smell pretty bad if there was a zombie just rotting outside your window. Lay him to rest in the cul-de-sac. Ugh, this mango has gone stale, so now I don't particularly want to eat it. So we'll put the mango on the zombie corpse and it'll despawn along with the zombie. Just gonna grab all this crap out of the trunk. I just remembered that I do have a garage door, and I think, yeah, I can open it. Cool. So let's take the sledgehammer and stash it out here in the garage. I'm gonna need to reorganize my stuff at some point. Duct tape we'll put in here with the garbage bags. Twine. Put the fine in there. Okay, I gotta stash all this food. Canned pineapple. Cereal, chips, chocolate, crackers, and dry beans go in the dry stores. Remember that calories are king. That's why we're that's why we're kind of skipping over the vegetables, because in the apocalypse, you know, you can get your vegetables by eating like one crappy little can a day, but what you really need are calories. I forgot that I had another plank in my inventory. I'm gonna go ahead and nail up this kitchen window here. And I do have a plank sitting there in my dining room. Stash the soap, stash the razor. We'll have to shave next time. I don't think I have time to do it now. Garbage bag. I'm gonna put the hand fork here as well. It's kind of like a household tool. Matches. I don't need to have 8 adhesive bandages, so I'm gonna stash 5 of them, leaving 3 in my inventory. The Good Cooking magazine, I'm gonna read that before I go into bed. Bouillon cube, flour, stash those in the dry stores. Crackers go in the dry stores. Olive oil goes in the fridge. Might as well eat a mango before they all go stale. Fill up the bucket that I found. And the bucket gets stashed over here in the dining room. The Spiffo school bag, it's kind of cute, so I'm going to keep it just like laying on the table as a memento. Nails I'm going to put in the duffel. Still got an empty gas can that I need to stash outside, as well as a gas station with gas in it. Eat this corn dog. Scrap electronics go outside in the garage. And then I think there was some food that I put in the passenger compartment of the car. Yep. Let's just grab all this. You don't want to leave perishable food sitting in the car. So it's now 3 a.m. in the game, and this is why Agent Mulder is such a great character, because his wakefulness trait lets him stay up this late at night with, so far, no penalty at all. Beef jerky, cereal, and chips go in the dry stores. Mac and cheese in the dry stores. Pepper, salt in the dry stores. The wine gets chilled in the fridge. Chilling the wine doesn't do anything. Actually, I can't fit any more in the fridge. Onto the table with you. Chilling the wine doesn't actually do anything. But I like to do that just for flavor. Now I've got 6 gas cans, one of which is halfway full. Make sure there's no Zeds around. Close the curtains. close those curtains on the front door too. Gonna go ahead and eat one of these fresh hams. Every ham has 1,560 calories, so doing this should get me into an upward chevron. Oh, 2 upward chevrons. That means I am gaining weight fast. Did I close the garage door? Yes, I did. Let's go ahead and read this Good Cooking magazine real quick. Only takes like 10 seconds to read with Fast Reader. Alright, before we drift off to sleep, let's just check our stats. Favorite weapon is now crowbar. I've killed 129 zombies, and I just survived day 7. Let's drift off to sleep. Special Agent Mulder wakes up at 8:30, fully rested. It's drizzling gently outside. And with that, we're going to wrap it up. Peace.